It's not often you hear about hacks in shipping. I guess maybe the shipping operators don't really want to publicise that, but just occasionally you see evidence of hacks popping up in court papers. Now, there was an incident in the Port of Antwerp quite a few years ago now, and our eagle eyes spotted it in a lawsuit between Glencore, the mining company, and MSC, the shipping company. Now, what had happened at the Port of Antwerp, they'd implemented a new pin-based container release system. The idea was your container ship comes in, docks, and then your truck comes up the port, punches in a pin, and then goes and parks in the bay, and the loader comes and brings that container, puts it on, and off they drive. And what had happened is the truck had turned up to collect its load, and the load had already gone, which means the pin codes had been compromised. What had happened in this case is somewhere between 2 and 47 containers of cobalt metal briquettes had been stolen. Each one of those containers was worth at least $1 million. And that all popped up in the court papers. Now, what we believe had happened, based on some of the police evidence that came up in the court papers, was that a shipping agent called Steinweg had an implant put into their systems. And that allowed hackers to work out which one of the containers they wanted to steal using the Edifact messaging system, which then compiles what's called the Bay Plan or BAPLI, which tells you where everything's stacked, and also compromised the pin code system, which means that the road driver turns up to the port, punches in the pin they've stolen, gets a container full of expensive metal cobalt, and off they head. This has been rumbling on through the courts for a while. There was an initial case, then an appeal, and it does look like it has now closed. But more recently, we did some work with the investigative team behind the Panama Papers and looked at very similar techniques being used to compromise port operators in order to conceal drugs. So hacking does happen in shipping. It's just sometimes you've got to go looking through legal papers to find it.